What's happening, Wisdom Warriors of Light? Back at it for another video. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I'm just out here doing another car video, chilling, getting ready to read a book, and just chilling, man. Screw it, just enjoying nature, listening to the birds. I kind of have been going all day and haven't given myself a moment to rest and relax. And I needed it. I needed it, man. I needed it, guys. Um, so I just, one second, I'm just here trying to adjust the zoom here. Yeah, that's way too close. I had it. Yeah, that's good right there. Um, yeah, I really felt like I needed to come outside. As you guys know, well, maybe you don't, but if you've been following the channel for a long time now, tomorrow it's been a year, August 3rd, since my dad passed. And, well, I've been kind of going up and down the last week and reflecting on his passing and how I don't want to show up in the way that he showed up in the world. Even though he opened his heart and helped as many people as he could help all the time, and just was of service to humanity because he went through it. I've talked a little bit about it with you guys on the channel, and him having cancer 3 times and a lot of other things that he went through. You know, almost getting drafted to the Vietnam War, and he always would talk about this one situation that he doesn't even know how he made it, and was still alive after almost falling down a cellar. And he said like his bootstrap shoelace caught onto a hook, and if it didn't, he would have, God knows how many feet he would have plunged into the cellar. And but his bootstrap caught him, and that, guys and ladies and gals and gentlemen and women and females and males, whatever you go by, is angels, is protection from the universe. And funny thing is, as I'm recording this video and speaking to you, there's a yellow and black butterfly that just flew by the door of the car and went into the trees. And he knows I'm speaking of him, and he's always here with me, and I know it and I feel it. And yeah, it's hard, man. Let me just say that, okay? Let me just be honest and open and real, and it's hard. It's tough. I wish that he was still here in the physical. I've spoke about this on many other videos, and tomorrow is a year. I just can't even believe it, how fast. I mean, literally, the first 6 months of his passing was and the first 3 months and the first month after he passed, it went by so fast, like lightning fast. Like we were going to the funeral place and we were setting up a funeral, and it was like lightning speed, the entire thing. And the whole first half of the year just flew by. Wintertime flew by, and then all of a sudden we were in 2023, and now it's summer 2023, and now tomorrow is his 1 year anniversary since he passed. And I just want to celebrate in this video how an amazing individual, an amazing soul, just like somebody that really gave of himself all the time over his own. Now, mind you, that's not the right way to live, because we have to take care of ourselves. And because he didn't do that, he ended up suffering, and he ended up, with many different challenges with his health. And if he would have taken the time out and done things for himself, and that is one of the biggest things that is in the forefront for me, is self-love, self-care, expanding and growing and evolving as a soul and as a human being. And that is what I've learned. One of the things I've learned from his passing. I've realized even more and more and more that we have to take care of our health now and do good things for ourselves now, because you end up paying for it when you get older. And not only through money, through your time. And the last few years, when I hit rock bottom in 2020, I realized that. It woke me up so deeply. I got like whiplash. That's how much I was woken. Because 2017, 2018, when I hit rock bottom, I did, but I didn't realize it till now, when I zoom out, when I step back, which was one of the oracle cards that this beautiful soul pulled for me from that Angel Guide Oracle deck from Kyle Gray, that I always been pulling cards. I don't have it with me right at this moment, so I can't show you, but you've seen it on other videos if you've watched. And she pulled one of the cards. She pulled one card today, and it was take a step back. And I got many different things from that. I got take a step back and zoom out and smell the roses. I also got take a step back and look at your life and what you've been doing and how you've been going about it. And also take a step back and zoom out and look at this vantage point of where your dad was and what my father did. And all he wanted to do was help people, and it was at the cost of his own life and his own health. And if we don't take care of ourselves, how can we help others? If our cup's not full, how can we help others? If our cup is half empty or a quarter empty or a quarter full, how can you help others? If you're not doing for you, if you're not enjoying the experiences and pleasures of life that we are gifted with, if you're not experiencing life, if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying this beautiful place we are, you're doing just disjustice for yourself. I think I'm using the word properly. So it's like life requires us to have balance. Life requires us to, play and be serious. Like the both of them, like balance. And if you don't have balance, you're either too far on the left or too far on the right. Either you're underdoing something or you're overdoing something. And I've kind of been on that end of the spectrum all the time, until this last year, where it's given me the opportunity to reflect and step back and have clarity and look from a vantage point from above, and I just want to get across to everyone that our health is all we have. If your health is suffering, your life is going to be suffering. If you're not taking care of yourself and giving yourself kindness, compassion, self-love, non-judgment, just feeding yourself right, taking the time out that you need for self-care and stillness, whether you're in a relationship or you're dealing with family or whatever the case may be, you need to do you as often as you need, and not force yourself because you want to make someone else happy. Like if you're not feeling it, right? And let's say you're in a romantic relationship and you're just not feeling it, man, you're exhausted and you're just not feeling well and you need to rest and your body's telling you you need to rest, and then you force yourself to go out because you don't want conflict and you want to make that other person happy, you're doing yourself injustice. You're going to pay for that at some point. The universe is going to slow you down and you're going to pay for that at some point, you know? And so I urge you to, I keep talking about self-care and I keep talking about, stillness and nature and eating right and eating healthy and getting rid of processed foods. And I keep talking about all these similar topics and not people pleasing to not have conflict, and it's like, speak your voice and say, you know what? I don't feel up to doing this. I'm sorry. Maybe I agreed to it at some other time when I was feeling different, but now I just am feeling exhausted and I feel like I need to rest, or I need to be by myself, or I need to go in nature. And there's no shame in that. There's no reason for you to feel shame or guilt in any way. You have the right to do those things for yourself, because how can you give to that relationship if you can't give to yourself? And these are all the things that I've been learning this past year since my father passed, because he was doing all of the things for everyone else but himself through his whole life, since I was born anyway, since I was incarnated on this earth. As a little kid, I saw it all the time. And I thought it was the right thing to do. And then so I started adopting those things and those patterns and those same ideologies. I started doing those same things and repeating what he was doing. And I vowed to say after he passed, said, I am not going to end up like him. I came here for a purpose. And if I don't take care of myself, and I don't love myself, and I don't have compassion for myself, and I don't have empathy for myself, and I don't be good to myself, how am I going to give to other people? And I know it because I feel drained already when I spend a lot of time. I can feel it in my body. And he wasn't in tune with his body. He wasn't in touch with his body to where, and yes, I still do it though. Like, instead of like telling this gentleman, he did ask me, I will granted, he did ask me, he said, you can help me as long as you're okay, as long as you took care of yourself. And I said, no, it's all right. I'm good, and in actuality, I probably should have just not called him and waited, maybe done it tomorrow. But one thing I know for certain, I have to start setting boundaries with people and not spending as much time as I have been. 3-4 hours on a call with somebody is way too long. And I have to do that for myself. And I'm sitting here preaching to you all, and then I'm not. And then I'm not, and then by me doing that, I'm doing injustice to myself. I'm sitting here preaching and speaking, but then I'm not taking my own advice. But to be honest with you, as I always am, I take a lot more time in isolation and going in hibernation or hermit mode or whatever you want to call it. That these little moments where it's almost like I'm justifying it, but at the same time, I don't. Maybe like I spent whatever, like 3 hours on this call earlier, and then an hour with this other person, and then an hour with this one, and that's it. Tomorrow, I won't be doing that. Friday, I won't be doing that. Saturday, I won't be doing that. Sunday, I won't be doing that. So it's like the little gaps that I do, there's more time for me than I do with these things where I can recharge and rejuvenate and rest and give to myself. But that doesn't negate the fact that I have been doing that, and I need to set more stern boundaries, because it's not serving me to do that. And so, you know, it's just, I just want to tell you that, yeah, I'm reflecting on my dad's passing, and, I'm just doing the best I can, and I'm realizing that I'm realizing that I have to do me, because I don't want to. I'm 45. I turned 45 this month of July, and I'm realizing that I don't want to end up like he did at 49 with cancer. In 1997, he was 49 when he got his first cancer, fourth stage Hodgkin's lymphoma, with a week to live. And I realize, and I've learned, that I want to treat myself with love and kindness and compassion, and that I don't want to end up like him. And in the way that I need to not end up like him is loving myself, taking care of myself, doing self-care, making sure my mental health is good, making sure my physical health is good, making sure my spiritual health is good. And in me getting out in nature, exercise, eating right, treating myself with love, all of these things are benefiting me to live longer and live healthier. And I vowed to not want to repeat the patterns he did. And I've gotten to the point where people pleasing is not an option anymore. I will not do it. I will not do it. It's for me. If I feel it's right for me to do this thing that I'm doing, then it's right for me. If it's not, then it's not. If it's not right for me to hang out with these individuals, then it's not. And I make that choice. I don't do it out of trying to be in a group or trying to feel accepted. I won't do that anymore to myself. I refuse to do that to myself anymore. And so I will not repeat the patterns he repeated. As much as he had such a loving, kind, beautiful heart that all he wanted to do was help people, which is the same thing I want to do. But I realize that the only way I can do that is if I take care of myself. And if I give myself love and kindness and time alone and time together with others, like where there's balance in everything, like I have to do that, or I won't be around, or the universe will smack me over the head with another 2x4. And I've experienced rock bottoms multiple times already, and I'm not about to do that again because I learned my lesson. But there's things that are reminding me that I still have to step back, like that card, like that Kyle Gray Oracle card that told me to step back. I realize why I got that and why I'm getting that, and it's for me to look at everything from stepping back, and evaluating every situation I bring myself into, to make sure that I'm serving me and my highest good before I can go and help others and serve them, because my cup has to be full before I can do that. So I hope you guys learn something from this. I hope that you take time out and slow down and take care of yourself, and each other, and that you love yourself more, and you feed yourself good food, and you take care of yourself, and you be kind to yourself, and you hold compassion for yourself and non-judgment. If you need to rest, then rest. Not have shame and guilt that you made a commitment to do this and thing with your wife or girlfriend or friend, and then you can't do it, and then they're shaming you for it. The hell with that, man. If you don't feel right at that moment to be able to do that, even though you committed, then you say no. You go with the feeling. What does it feel like to you? Take care of you, man. Take care of you. That's all you have. They will not be around when something challenging happens to you. You have to walk in your shoes. Take care of you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for helping it grow. Thank you for sharing the videos as I see people are sharing out the videos. I am so grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for helping to grow this beautiful community. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. From my heart to yours, take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you in the next one. I love you all. Let's go, Wisdom Wars, the light. We got this.